Welcome to the Empowerment Show with Melissa Heisler on the Linked Local Network. Link locally, connect globally. Every week, discover new personal choices with practical, inspiring guides.
Hi, this is Melissa Heisler from the Empowerment Show, and I am joined by Chrysa from Bodhi Prem Yoga. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what is yoga? Because I know it's a lot more popular these days, but is it just an exercise routine, or what's behind it? What's it all about?
Well, what's behind yoga is really a science, and it's a lifestyle. So it's a practice. It's something that you're doing for your body, for your mind, and for your soul, and making that connection, making an awareness within your own body, within your own being. So seeing where it is that your breath directs you, and to allow for healing to come through emotionally, spiritually, and physically.
So it's not just physical. It sounds like the part of the practice is actually doing healing, you said emotionally and mentally?
Absolutely. So it's not about just, I say bending the body or turning yourself into a pretzel. There's so much more that is involved in a yoga practice. So we practice yoga so that we feel better within our own being, emotionally, spiritually, physically, all of those aspects. So it's not to say that you won't receive some physical benefit, because most of the time you're using your own body weight. So, absolutely you'll feel some physical benefit. But I think the ultimate goal of yoga is, again, to purify the emotions, to cleanse your mind, to discover what bliss is.
Wow, discovering what bliss is a pretty tall order. That's something definitely that people want to look into. And it sounds like this is more than just a should. I should go to the gym, or I should do this to improve my body. It's much more of a practice and a lifestyle almost.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Like starting your day off in the beginning. I start my day off every morning where I'm chanting. So chanting for me is a form of prayer. It's a form of meditation. It's a way for me to set the stage of how the rest of my day is going to be. So then I go and do my day job, and then I come home or come to my studio. I say my home to my studio, and I do my own personal practice, and then I teach. But before I teach, again, I pray. I set the stage. I set the energy in the space so that it's open for everybody, and so that they can come in and tell me what it is that they need today, and we can focus on it.
Right, and we in the radio show, which you can listen to on the link below, you can also learn more about setting intentions, having awareness. And I just want to touch on, you mentioned that when you come to your home or your studio, that you do pray, but yoga itself is not a religious practice per se.
Correct. So when I'm saying prayer meaning meditation, meaning like, how when I pray, I'm chanting, and I'm chanting for harmony between student and teacher, and I'm chanting for harmony between the mind and the body and the soul. So I'm just creating an energetic space that is one of peace and contentment. So when you walk in, there's a sense of I feel like I'm ready now, that I'm in a comfortable place where I can begin to focus on myself.
Fabulous. Well, if you'd like to learn more about Chrysa and yoga and how it can help your life both in the studio and outside of the studio, tune in to the Empowerment Show. Again, I'm Melissa Heisler for the Empowerment Show on the Linked Local Network. Link locally and connect globally.
Join Melissa Heisler next week right here at The Empowerment Show on the Linked Local Network. Link locally, connect globally.